Hi there, I hope you are doing well. So in this tutorial we are going to move ahead for our next lesson, and in next lesson we are going to discuss the short-term memory within LangGraph. So now this is the same project, and these are the keys that you will be needing to run this project. I will be going with OpenAI first, and then we will also demo Cloud model of Anthropic as well. These will remain same. You can change the project name if you want a different name on tracing side. So I have just given it a lesson for chatbot with memory, and then LangSmith is equals to true, and LangSmith API key. I have already told you how you will get this. If you will navigate to the settings, and in settings there is an option to create an API key here. Okay, so now let's move, and this is the same project, same chatbot. We have just added this imported this class in memory saver from LangGraph. So now this is kind of short-term memory, not a long-term memory. Now what is short-term memory, what is long-term memory? Short-term memory is a memory that chatbot remembers within one thread or within one session. Now what is one session? Let's suppose if I tell you about a live demo. Now this is, you can consider this one session. I said hi and everything, but what is long-term memory? Now chatbot will remember this chat history within this thread, within that thread. Okay, but if I will move to next session, now this is another thread. Now here chatbot will not remember if we are using short-term memory, but if we are using long-term memory, in future lessons, then in long-term memory chatbot will be able to remember the whole information of yours within cross sessions. Now like here it will also remember your name in new session, because it will be saving your whole information in database. Okay, that is kind of long-term memory, and short-term memory only within thread. Okay, so now we are moving ahead. We have just imported this in-memory class, in-memory saver from LangGraph, and we are going with chat OpenAI. Temperature 0.7 for creative responses. We have just initialized here our memory, and same state, same concept. Okay, and we are using annotated reducer to provide more metadata to the model, that each message will be in the form of list, and all messages will be appended into that list. And graph builder, table search that we learned in previous lesson, and then LLM with tools. We'll just bound the LLM with the tool that we just initialized here, which is table search. Okay, and then chatbot, we have now created our very first node with chatbot, and it will be, we have passed the whole state. And then graph builder, we have just added in graph builder here. In this we have just added very first node of chatbot, and then second node of tool, which is table search. I have already explained in previous lesson. And then there is a condition, either it will be routed to the tools or chatbot, and then everything is same. And in last line we have just added this check pointer. Now check pointer is like, it will remember whole the state, whole thread, all the checkpoints of the state, and it will save that in short-term memory. Okay, and now let's to test it. So this is only for the purpose of testing when you are developing LangGraph application, but when you will move toward production, then make sure to use long-term memory that we will learn in next lessons. We will use Postgres or Supabase database. So now I am going to run this. Let me run this API keys. You can copy these API keys, but I will delete these, and these will be expired, so no need to copy. Make sure to create your own. So I run just this, and now this is, we are just going with key thread 1. So now pick a thread, use as the key for this conversation. So within this thread 1, all the conversation will be stored as a short-term memory. So now I am saying hi there, my name is Ahmad. Okay, and let me give this thread 2, cause I have already attached to the thread 1. So yeah, let me run this. Now here what we are doing, we are just running one event. Graph.stream is a function to basically run the query, and in messages we are giving role user and content the user input that we have just provided here, and then config file that we have just created here, so that it remember that I am within this thread, okay, or within this session. It is like unique key. And for events, in events I'm just streaming the response using pretty print, a new feature of Python. So it will be printing the information or output like this. Okay, so let me run this. Hello, my name is Ahmed. So hi there, hello, how I can assist you today? So now you can see the response of OpenAI is very simple, but let's now use the use Anthropic instead of OpenAI. Okay, because the response of OpenAI is very simple. Just hello, how I can assist you. I want some reasonable response, so I am going to just commenting out this chat OpenAI, and yeah, I'm also going to commenting out this, and here I am going to use Claude Sonnet 5, even it will be better. So yeah, these are the parameters. Temperature, let me make temperature 0.7, and maximum tokens you can set whatever you want. The maximum tokens for 3.57 unit, I guess it is 64k tokens you can set, and max rate is 2, but I am going to set it none. I don't do this. Okay, so now let me run it. What is the error? Input should be okay. Let me just keep this same. Let me run it. Okay, now it's been run successfully. Thread ID, let me now keep thread ID 3 and run it. My name is Ahmed Sarfaraz. Okay, and let me run it. Now you can see the response is very reasonable. It has said me, hello Ahmed Sarfaraz, it's nice to meet you. How I can assist you today? Is there any specific information you are looking for, or any question you would like to ask? Now you can see this response is very reasonable, and it feels like I am chatting with an amazing model. But OpenAI's models are very less reasonable. They just hallucinate sometimes, but they also provide very minimal and simple to the point response. But I often like these kind of responses. Okay. Sorry, now let's run another query, and in this query I'm just going to ask remember my name, and I'm going to use same config with same key. Okay, and now it should, let me just clear this output. Now it should remember my name, because we are using in-memory saver, short-term memory. Of course, I remember that you introduced yourself as Ahmed Sarfaraz. Is there anything specific you would like to know or discuss, Ahmed? So now you can see it's very amazing response. I just like it. So this is how this short-term memory behaves, and you can use it for testing. Make sure when you are going or moving towards production to use long-term memory, and we will learn long-term memory as well in future. And so this is something how it behaves. Now one thing important, so within LangSmith, it is I just tested it on a notebook. I will provide you this notebook, but make sure when you will be using it on LangGraph Studio or LangSmith. On LangSmith it is already pre-built. It is already by default memory already there, so you don't need to define this here. Okay, I have just commented out. Okay, cause let me run it and we will see the error. LangGraph dev. Okay, I guess I not saved this file, therefore it was run successfully. Let me just off this session, clear, and LangGraph.dev. Now you can see the error. We have just faced the error. So now you can see the error, and it is saying to simplify your setup, use built-in persistence which is already built in LangSmith. So please remove the custom checkpointer. So it is already built in within LangSmith, so you don't need to use if you are going to deploy your application on LangSmith, so you don't need to use this checkpointer. You can just go with simple compile and now save it. It will be run successfully, you can see. So within LangSmith it is already built in. Let's have a test here. Hey, hi, I am Ali. let's have a test. So it will say hello, nice to meet you, and blah blah blah. So now I am going to say remember my name, so question mark, and now you will be able to see that it will say, yeah, I remember your name is Ali. Okay, so it is already built in within LangSmith if you are going to work on LangSmith. Okay, and let's if you are going to deploy it on LangSmith, so the short-term memory is already there. So let's have some visualization on LangSmith, and let's test our traces. So this was our latest trace. Hi, I am Ali. It responded, and then I said, remember my name? It said, yes, I remember your name. Because we are passing whole state to the graph, so it remember the state within LangSmith. Okay, so within LangSmith you don't need to use this in-memory check pointer, but if you want to practice on notebook, so you will need to use config with check pointer, configuration with check pointer. Okay, so this is something how it works, and we have still 3 minutes. Let me introduce you something within, yeah, you know, this is trace, and within trace we are using Cloud Sonnet model, and let's have see the latency. The latency was of this query 3.56 seconds, and how much tokens were consumed? 2251 tokens, because we are passing whole state within this query. And cost, you can see $0.0074, which is very minimum. And yeah, and further we will learn about all the functionalities of this LangSmith, how monitoring work, what are the data sets and experiments, annotation queues, prompts, playground, everything gradually. So make sure to subscribe my channel. I will be providing, or I will be uploading more amazing lessons of LangGraph, GenAI course, and I will also cover LangChain, few lessons of LangChain. And yeah, thank you, bye bye.